All right, today is the day I'm going to beat my procrastination. I have videos and reviews that I should have done weeks ago that just kind of blew up because of procrastination, and I'm going to get them done today. And as I take a sip of this water, um, yeah, I'm gonna try to get them done today because I done procrastinated. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, but enough about that. Let's get to this video because this still another video I haven't even posted up yet that I should have been posted, which is the my dating show concept video. I haven't done that. But since this popped up in my head, and I am going to talk about this on the podcast, which I have also procrastinated and not done for like the past 2 weeks, which is like, well, that might be another video. My procrastination is really getting strong. I don't know. But hopefully, I'm going to try to at least get a lot done today. It is my day off. So, but let's get to what we are here to talk about. The BET Awards. Okay. I was okay with it. No. Okay. The BET Awards to me is to me it shows what I feel like what society is now. What are we looking at, and how are people reflecting on it? Which is, um, you like it, but you see it too much. That's what I got from the BET Awards. It's like the show wasn't bad. I think Taraji was a great host, even with the little screw up with Keith Lee and Jordan the Stallion. Which, by the way, props to Jordan the Stallion for even being on the BET Awards. The fact that he was there, I was kind of happy about that. But also, she's a fucking celebrity. Now, I know in this area, TikTok stars like Jordan the Stallion and Keith Lee are real bad, but you got, but also you got to understand where they're at and where Taraji is. So Taraji not knowing who the fuck Jordan the Stallion or Keith Lee is, I think it was kind of funny. Yet she was still trying to give him roses, which I give her kudos is because that whole concept was giving them roses for what they done. Now, did Taraji fuck up on that one? Yeah, Taraji fucked up big time. But other than that, she was a really good host. And she did her thing. I think as far as her being a host, she was a very good host. And I'm not saying that because there's the DMV bias, and I have a I don't want to say love for I love Taraji, but I'm not being biased. Let me just say that I'm not being biased. I thought she did a good job. She's probably done better jobs in the past BET Awards, but I thought as a host, she trying to make it innovative. She do the Kendrick Not Like Us, dressing like Kendrick and all that stuff. Was up there with Mustard and doing their thing. But as far as the show, the show, it was a lot of ass shaking. This is okay, and if you would have asked me like this, maybe 16, 16, maybe even me in my 20s, it's just like this is coming from. It's just like I wouldn't have minded. I like me some ass shaking. You're like who doesn't love an ass shaking here and there? And the BET Awards had a lot of it. Had a lot of ass shaking, but it's also a problem with I have seen in the music industry and maybe even the music today is just that there is no balance. There is no balance. The performers, Meg, she was twerking. Gorilla, she was twerking. Sassy Red, she was twerking. Um, I think some of the, some of the more. I think Victoria Monet, she did her thing. Also, yeah, there was a lot of female performers. There was a lot. It was like except for Shabuzi, and I already did a review on Shabuzi, and I'm glad that he got to do a song with Tipsy. I'm glad they brought up Jaquan. I was like, I hope they bring up Jaquan. They brought up Jaquan. Jaquan didn't even get a full verse. He got like 4 bars. They could have gave him. They could have gave him his whole first verse, but nah, they gave him like 4 bars. And I've been noticing that they did that in the Hip Hop Awards too, where I forgot who the girl that did the what it is, what's up. Can I get him in the cut? And then they brought out Trillville, and all they did was sing the chorus. It's like, yo, can we please give these people at least a verse? A verse. Just a verse. Alright, if you're going to bring them out, just don't bring them out for just a chorus or some shit like that. Let them get a verse. Jaquan was just like, 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody in this bitch get to. Wait. What about what about the 3 to the 2 to the 1? Homeboy tricking you and all. I got that gun. I was disappointed in that. I was like, oh shit, they brought out Jaquan. Oh, but they could have. To me, they could have done that. But shout outs to Shabuzi. I think he had a good album. The Usher tribute. Woo, that Usher tribute was good and bad at the same time. Because it felt like everybody was doing their own thing. That's what it felt like. Everybody was just doing their own thing. I like the way that I like Childish Gambino's rendition of "You Don't Have to Call," because the way it started off, it was more or less like a ballad than a pop song, and I like the fact that he sung it like that. And then I liked it until it got to the chorus part, and I feel like he was fucking up, but I can't tell if he was fucking up people or he was just flowing with it. That one was confusing. And if anybody have seen it, you will understand why I'm saying that. Because it goes, you don't have to call, 'cause I will be alright. And I was like, where's the It's Okay girl? And then I know Keke Palmer was next. I thought that was kind of funny, that Keke Palmer. But why she pull her pants down? And this is what I've always said about Keke Palmer. It's like, beautiful girl, but she do too much. Keke Palmer is the epitome of doing too much. And sometimes it works for her, sometimes it doesn't. Why the fuck she pull her pants down? I didn't understand that. And she was she did You Make Me Wanna Lean On. She was doing that. Marsha Ambrosius disappointed me the most. Because especially the way she started off rough. Now she cleaned it up at the end, but she started off rough. I thought Chloe was the best out of all of them. The Tiana Taylor, that was good too. But Tiana Taylor could dance her ass off with Victoria Monet. I thought that was really good. Lotto, I felt like all she had to do was just rap Luda's verse. But she threw herself in there. But just rap Luda's verse. And then and here's another thing. Usher didn't perform. I thought Usher was going to perform, but because usually when they do these Lifetime Achievement Awards, they do their thing, they rap, and then the artists, they perform. And I guess Usher wasn't performing, so I was also disappointed in that because I would have loved to see Usher perform. But they kind of performed all his hits. And he also did the Super Bowl. So I don't know if Usher was really trying to perform. His speech, though, his speech was very, very dope, though. I liked his acceptance speech. Killer Mike winning Rap Album of the Year surprised me. I'm also happy that he won Rap Album of the Year because I've said throughout the whole last year, Killer Mike had Album of the Year. So now that he won a Grammy and a BET award, shout out to my nigga Killer Mike. And his speech, he had the best speech. Even though I'm really still I'm holding my votes, and they really was trying to get people to vote. They was pushing voting and all that other stuff with Kamala Harris. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, I don't lean one way or another. I'm fucking in the middle. Sometimes I'm liberal, sometimes I'm conservative, but I'm in the fucking middle. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at Kamala Harris kind of made me cringe. Bitch, we don't see you, and it's just like, where the fuck have you been? Do you even know what a BET is? It's just like, and but I know. I don't know how. Actually, I don't know how people feel about Kamala Harris because you don't see her. At least when Joe Biden was vice president on my knees. Excuse me, I had to stretch. Even when Joe Biden was vice president, I saw more Joe as a vice president than fucking. I've seen Kamala Harris vice president. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, and it's like I don't see her, and we don't know, and she just pops up. We did it, Joe, and then just go back and like I'll give my opinions about the president. We're gonna talk about it on the podcast, but sooner or later I'm gonna give my views on the presidential debate too, because that was a fucking dumpster fire. But you know, a lot of people are concerned. But we'll talk about that too. Lauryn Hill. I don't know how I felt about that performance. She did my favorite song though by her, which is Lost Ones. I love Lost Ones, and it's just that I feel like it was wasted because I felt like no one gave a fuck. And this is what I feel about. I mean, yeah, you see some people rocking, but like, and it was a live band, and I think Lauryn Hill does live bands, and like the fact that she even went there, I made a joke, and then like I think I seen the joke that she went on last because we knew that she was going to be late, but the fact that Lauryn Hill was on there, uh, it was something to see. But I also felt like no one really, it to me, I could be wrong. Like maybe the older people was happy to see Lauryn Hill because I know what Lost Ones is. I was rapping the Lost Ones, but it seemed like no one out there really gave a fuck about Lauryn Hill. And that's just me. Like I've heard Sexy Red get more of a fucking pop in that stadium than fucking Lauryn Hill, and that's baffling. When Tyler won Best New Artist over Sexy Red. And even like before they announced Tyler's name, it was like, get it sexy, get it sexy. It was like you could tell they really wanted motherfucking Sexy Red to win. Tyler won it, and that was her second. I think she got Best International, which I knew she was going to get. But the fact that I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not a big Sexy Red fan. I thought Sexy Red was going to get Best New Artist because people fucking rock with Sexy Red. Even though no one says that they don't listen to it, people still rock with Sexy Red. And we all trying to figure out what the fuck was her core audience. But people was pissed at Tyler won, and I made a joke that, oh look, the Colored Girl won, because of I did Breakfast Club comments about the color thing, but also Usher winning Best R&B Artist, and that was cool. I thought they were going to give that to Breezy. Honestly, I thought they were going to give that to Breezy. I think Nicki Minaj won Best Rapper, which she wins those. She probably got a bunch of BET awards just stacked up somewhere. She always wins that category. That's a no-brainer. Beyonce not winning Best R&B Pop Artist was surprising to me. That one was surprising. I was not expecting it. There was some, like I was saying, there was some joints where I was like, oh wow. Like Tyler winning Tyler winning the Best New Artist, Killer Mike winning Michael, Beyonce not winning Best R&B Artist, gave it to SZA, and I fucking love SZA. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love SZA, and it was well deserved. I'm not saying that she didn't deserve it. It was well deserved. I just thought they were going to give it to Beyonce, and I think everybody there thought they was going to give it to Beyonce. Whereas see Beyonce, I was like, oh yeah, it's Beyonce got that shit. That was okay. I'm not gonna lie. That one came out okay. But congrats to SZA. You definitely deserved it. Whew. Overall, I think that's oh yeah. I want to let me just point on this because it seems like because everybody's talking about this women empowerment thing and Usher's performances, and I know I touched on it a little bit, but a lot of people had a problem with not that many male. It seems like the males wasn't really represented. Um, the women had been running the business. I mean, yeah, like the fact that even Shabuzi was even up there, and that was country. And yes, I know black people invented country music. Trust me. But even then, it was just like it wasn't a lot of male performances. It was a lot of women performances, but it shows you where everybody is right now because some of the hottest artists right now are women. So you can't get mad at BET having a lot of female performances because a lot of the females are the ones in music videos that's the ones making the music. Oh, Victoria Monet winning video of the year. I don't even know who else was nominated, but I guess she must have had a dope ass video for her to win that. And uh and I like that song. I put that on my mama on the hood. That was it. But as far as like yeah, there's not a lot of male performances that's really out right now, so y'all can't really knock now. As far as someone to do an Usher tribute, yeah, it could have been more balanced. You could have had someone doing some of those uh, male performances, because I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Tinashe was cool. I think Marsha and Bro. Okay, I would if they. The funny thing is, in the commercial leading up to it, who's doing the usher? They had Duran Bernard. If you don't know who he is, look up Free Fall, and you're welcome. The man can sing. He also look at this Tiny Desk concert. The nigga can blow. The nigga can. He could have been up there. He could have did Superstar. That boy got a voice. Duran Bernard. Lucky. They was everybody was saying Lucky Day, Giveon. They was throwing out a bunch of male R&B artists. I said none of them are really popping right now. Like Tinashe, she just came out with a song. I've been a nasty girl. But yeah, Marsha Ambrosius, who really literally has the best voice out of all of them, the one that did the worst to me. Coco Jones, I love me some Coco Jones. I hate her as Hillary though. I really do. It's not her. It's the way they write Hillary in that show. But Coco Jones, that is a beautiful woman, and she is a talented singer too. I thought Coco Jones did her thing as well. Uh, Yeah, it could have. You could have put a bunch of bills, but I can understand why he did it because a lot of the female artists has been popping, and you really can't. I feel like if there was more male artists popping, you would see more male artists on that show. Again, like I said, and not to keep repeating myself, Shabuzi was, I figured like Shabuzi, the fact that even Shabuzi even got time on there was it's surprising to me. And like I fuck with that song Tipsy, and I fuck with Shabuzi's album too. I did a review on that. Overall, that was a ratchet fest, and maybe it's just guess it's the old headedness. It shows you where the culture is though. BT is showing you where the culture is. It's ratchet as fuck, and it's kind of women ran. You'll get your sprinkle of men here and there, but it's kind of women ran, and uh, so like that's what it is. The- I can see it changing though, but yeah, a lot of older I seen a lot of older heads having a problem with it, and it was just like damn, it's balanced, and we all say the same thing. Yes, we had a Foxy Browns, we had a Little Kims, we had. And I was seeing this on Comedy Hut. Yes, we had a Foxy Browns, we had a Little Camps, but we had an MC Lights and we had a Queen Latifah's. Yes, we have Ice Cube, but we also have Common. There was a balance. There is no balance in hip hop, and this was all them. Everybody been saying it seems like there's no balance. It's just all the way ratchet, and this also proves my fucking point that no one gives a fuck about Rhapsody because. Um, to me, Rhapsody got album of the year, and even though I just finished listening to Lupe album, and I'm going to do a review on that, no one gives a fuck about Rhapsody. I've been saying this shit for fucking years. She is dope. She is talented, and no one gives a fuck about her. And it seems like anytime you mention, it was like, and I've been seeing this on Billboard, on like best female rappers and or the hottest female rappers and all that stuff. And Rhapsody is nowhere to be named. And I say this all the fucking time. She has no female fans like that. I'm not gonna say no female fans, but she has very little female fans, and she got a bunch of male fans. And I feel like if it was flipped to the other side, she'd be the hottest rapper now. But everybody look at her as an afterthought, even though she can rap circles around all these so and so female rappers now, including Megan. And I love me some fucking Megan, and I actually think Megan can fucking rap. But the fact that she is not even mentioned, and like it seems like she's never put in these spots. Hell, fucking Donald Glover, he put around. He was like, I got the same type of awards as Sam Smith. He's like, he said, I got the same BET awards as Sam Smith, a white guy, on a black entertainment television. And it was just like, that's the way it is. I know Eminem, he got some BET awards too. So we're going to talk about Eminem as well. But like I said, that's the way cookie crumbles. But I know a lot of people think the BET awards were ratchet. It really was. But it shows you where the culture is today. And if you don't like that, then maybe we should change the culture. Now, coming to the Hip Hop Awards, that's going to be very different. At least this one, people dress up. When it comes to the Hip Hop Award, I feel like it's going to be really, really, really fucking ratchet. And then where you're going to see some really, really, really ratchet shit. But, but overall, it wasn't a bad show. And this was actually well produced. And shout out to the choreographers that was doing some of those dance routines. Motherfuckers was dancing their ass off in that shit. Really look at some of them joints, especially the Shabuzi. I know I mentioned Shabuzi like 3 years, but look back at that set. The motherfuckers was dancing their ass off. They really was. So whoever was doing the choreography of that shit, props to you. Props to all y'all. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Those are my thoughts on the BET Awards. And let me know what you guys think. Till then, my name is Oski and I'm flying. I'm out. Peace.